Alright everyone, I'm sorry about that. We're back. And now, if you didn't know what the part number was for the Rovan Baja Max ignition coil, this is it right here. Let me give y'all a good look at it. 67018. 67018. Just letting y'all know so you can know. Alright. Knowledge is power. So if you got the knowledge, guess what else you got? You got the power to duplicate that knowledge time and time again. That's what I love about being able to work on engines. You know, these engines here, they're a lot. They're a lot like full-size cars. A little different, but that's what I like. You know, it's what I do on a regular basis. I don't even have to take a class or read a book on this. Just look at it. It's got the same thing that regular car has. You got your head, your crank, your exhaust, you know, your flywheel. You've got your ignition coil, just like a regular vehicle. You've got gas, oil, air, you know, spark, just like any other vehicle that you would a full-size vehicle. So if you got someone that can work on these, they should be able to fix your car too. They should be able to do something. Now, I'm going to screw these screws in just a little bit, just so it won't move when I'm trying to pull this. And I don't want those rubber seals, those plastic seals in the back to fall out. So I'm going to screw it in just a little bit. I'm going to remove these two clips because I think it'll be easier to remove these plugs while the coil is on. At least the front one anyway. If not, I'll do it a different way. I don't do what doesn't work. There it is. Well, looks like I took out the piece I didn't want to take out anyway. Well, let's just take this out of the way then. Put it back in anyway. Alright. Now I'll remove it and then I'll get the one on the other side. Alright. Now, I apologize. I'm going to get this thing off of there. Always like to keep screws and everything together. And there's plastic washers I told you, don't drop these in there. Pain in the butt. Save yourself the pain. Alright. Now, what I like to do is I might do it differently than some people. Maybe if I look in front. I like to gauge where how it came out and how I'm going to put it. And I always like to just take things and put them back the exact same way that I took them off. Alright, I'm on. I'll get it off of here. I do apologize. You know, sometimes it's just things don't cooperate with you. Just gotta work with it. Alright. Now, this one on here. Boom. Now, we're going to reposition. Boom. All right. Now I'm going to take this one. Now, let's get my seal back on there. All right. Now, you're going to put it back. And let me tell you. You just want to start the bolt so that way you don't lose that rubber washer. I mean that plastic washer. That's what I like to do. Okay. Now, if this thing does not start with a new ignition coil in it, there's something else wrong with it. But I don't worry about stuff like that. They've got a great customer service over there, Rodan. I know they took care of me. I've been dealing with a guy, a good guy. I thought the art of customer service was dead. Let me tell you, there's a guy over at Rodan. His name is Rob. Not only did he take care of my angers about this one, you know, but I also got another one from him. That just goes to show. That's why I bought the Terminator after this one, but I had to wait for the part for this one. So I'm not gonna tighten it because I still need to be able to move it, so I can adjust it. But I just want to have it close to being tight. You know, you don't want to tighten it down because I got my card here already in place, but I like to make sure that my gap is absolutely, positively on point. Now I'm going to tighten mine because I have the card already in there. I've got it locked in there tight. Okay. Now we're going to give it a little bit of snug, a little extra snug on it. A little extra snug on you. So I feel like I'm happy with it. I don't want it to super tighten it, but I don't want it to move. Okay. Card is in there. You see how snugly I have that card in there? Now, you could just pull it out, or you can rotate the engine. Oh, you know what? Somebody said to have the magnet. I forgot. Let's make sure the magnet's in there. I didn't change anything from how it was. Put it back the way it was. I didn't change. I didn't turn the coil. I didn't turn the flywheel or anything. The magnet was already under it. Yep. The magnet was under, and that's good because that pulls it down. All right. I apologize. Don't mean to make a long video, but you know how it goes. Sometimes it goes exactly as planned. Sometimes it doesn't. Your thing is you got to do. You still got to roll with it. One thing I do when I work on cars is I always know there's going to be something that will pop up. You know, so you always have to be prepared for it. Okay, yeah, I got that right. Now let's see. I'm not going to turn it. I'm just going to slide it out. Ooh. Gapalicious, baby. Go. Alright. So, first thing I'll do is I'll lock these two on the top, and I'm going to get those two on the bottom. So, hey, brother! I apologize. You got something. I'm going to have to pause this. I'll be right back. Alright, now back to what we were doing right here. Now, I've got this back on here. My bottom bolts. I need the two top screws. I might have stuck them in here. I don't like to set all my screws and stuff up because I don't like stuff to be able to roll away from me. And it's nothing like looking for something that you know you already have. Well, I don't do that. No. Alright. Now let's flip this. Let's just get them both, and then I can just go and put them both in here. I'll just hold on to it, make sure I don't drop it. There it is. Alright. We're going to make it happen right here. Tell you what, I love knowledge. You know, I love it I like to know how to do things. You know, the more you know how to do, the less you have to pay someone to do for you. I mean, I don't mind paying for it. It's stuff that I could do myself. I'd like to do it. You know, and plus, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I might have. I enjoy working with my hands. I enjoy making things run. I mean, I enjoy it. You know? I guess, you know, my mom and dad, maybe they didn't stay together. My mom gets a little upset. She's like, well, you didn't grow up with him? At least not on the everyday. You know, my dad was in North Carolina. My dad was in the military. You know, almost where the military, where Uncle Sam said you had to be. It may not be necessarily where you want to be, but it's where Uncle Sam said you're gonna be. So, you know, he had to be where he had to be. And, you know, it didn't work out, but, you know, I tell my mom, hey, I might have got a lot of things from him. She's mad that, I guess she's wondering how did I get it, and he didn't show it to me. But I had a lot of good role models growing up. I didn't ever really hang with the younger crowd. I mean, they weren't doing anything anyway. Stupid stuff. You know. Let's just flip this mug. Oh crap, that's what I didn't want to do, drop my bolt. Okay. Where are you? You haven't fallen out. Oh, I see you. I see the bolt right here. I definitely don't need that. Not up in here. How the hell did you get in there? I don't know how I went in there. It's alright. It's what happens. It's life. Such is life. Let's take this cover back off again. Because you need the bolt, first off. Secondly, you're going to have a problem with that bolt in there. Oops. Let's get you over here because I don't want to lose you. I'm going to sit y'all down right there. And you just come to daddy. Don't make me go get my magnet. I didn't drop the washer. Didn't drop anything else. But that's alright, everyone. That's what a pause button's for. I'll hit y'all up as soon as I get this bubble. Alright, everyone. I got it out. And then this for magnets. We're going to set that right there in case I need it again. But it's alright. Just make sure everything's good. Okay. Wires plugged, spacers in, coil tightened, button in. Line this up. There we go. First, let's get these in here since I know you're going to give me a pain in the butt. I'm going to put you in first, huh? Alright, I'm just going to start you up here. I'm going to put you in place. Let me just tip it sideways. It's gonna make it easier to see. I need to go buy a stand, but I just got these RCs maybe a week or so ago. So bear with me. Guess I should have brought the stand. There you go. Up first, I'm gonna bring you down to here. There we go. Okay, that's knocked into place. Alright, now I am going to tighten these down, this one down just a little bit because it doesn't seem to want to go to the bottom. I just want to see what's going on with it. Maybe I just run into a boogered thread or something. Yeah, that's all. I don't want to tighten it all the way down, but I don't like it sticking out so far. There we go. Okay. Don't want to tighten it down until I've gotten all my screws in. Alright. Now, let's get those other screws. Put this mug back together. Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm gonna put this right back in here. So y'all can see it better. I'm putting them in here, but I am not tightening them down. All right. Okay. All right, that long one goes over there. Goes on the bottom. Different size. I'm just putting them in there. I'm not tightening them down yet. I like to get all of them in. When I get to the last one, I'll tighten it down, and then I'll go around and tighten them all down. Now, I know that this long one goes here with the lock washer and this plastic spacer. That's why when I take an engine apart, even on full-size vehicles, if I took it apart, I can put it back together. You know, I just like to be the one to take it apart. People don't always put things the way it should be, and I don't need it. And you don't need a book or anything if you took it apart. At least you shouldn't. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. Where'd the little spacer go? Don't have jumped underneath that. Oh, hell no. It's alright. you. Where are you at? Just dropping the fork? Where did anything go? Just caught. Had the fallen inside. Ah, I see it. No, that's not it. I'm gonna have to pause this. I'll get that plastic washer. We'll resume. Never mind that. I just found it. It's sitting on the floor. That's the reason why I can't find it underneath the car. It's my fault. There we go. Now that's in there. And now I believe that is, nope, not the last one. 1 and 2. Now this is a new RC, so I normally, when it's a new RC, I don't work on them myself. You know, just for the simple fact that, you know, they don't know what type of mechanic you are or how well you do your work. You know, you could be somebody half-ass your work or rig it, you know. I don't do that. So, the only reason why I'm doing this is because it's the ignition, and I'm making a YouTube video on it. You know, it's just ignition coil. If anything is said, hey, I just look at the video. There we go. So now we're almost done putting this thing back together. That was not gonna let me do it that way, huh? Now, I still have to do the heat cycles on this. I've got two more heat cycles left to go on it. I didn't expect that ignition coil to go out. Not in the heat cycles, you know. Expected to go out for a while, but, you know, it's an electrical part. At least they took care of it, so I can't complain. Okay, tight. Tight. Huh? I'm making a YouTube video. I apologize. Wow. Now. Alright. Now. This close to tight, all I can do is snug that. And hopefully this video will help all of you out there who need to know how to do who need to do an ignition coil. Because if you're like me, I search videos for the things that I need if I haven't done it before. Even if I feel like I can do it, I just don't like surprises. You know, it's just like a vehicle. Every vehicle, they all run the same. They all run on combustion, spark, air, gas, oil. But every engine is built a little bit differently. You know, so when you go to repair it, some engines take longer to repair than others. Some are easy to do, some are not. You know, so you have to know that before you do it, because the only thing that you sell is your time and yourself. You know, but you're selling time. So when it comes to that, you want to make sure that you're giving them, you're doing yourself a justice, and you're doing it for them too. Because you don't want to overcharge somebody, you don't want to undercharge somebody. You don't want to undercharge, because if you're sitting there for a long amount of time, now you just did a job that you should have made a lot more money on. So that's all. Now, I am going to, let's put this back on here first. I forgot. I have all of the screws to the start here. Oh, and I still got to tighten up those bottom bolts because I didn't tighten those. Don't worry, I'm on it. I'm only going to do it right because I'm going to do it right the first time so I can be done. My theory is, the reason why I do it right the first time is because if you do a job and you have to do it twice because you didn't do it right the first time, you just did it for half price. Because you did it twice. And you screwed yourself out of something else you could have been doing in that time. I'm so glad that Bottigel and Crucial RC got me into this. I mean, I used to work with RCs as a child, but I only have those electric ones, you know? And I didn't have the... As a child, you really don't have a lot of money to buy stuff, you know? But... And my mom, you know, I got 5 sisters, you know? You're not going to get to... My mom was like, hell, you can't fix it. Here goes the flare pliers, screwdrivers, some wrenches. You better get out there and do it. And if you couldn't do it, guess what? It didn't get done. So, thank our Heavenly Father for the skill, the knowledge and the skill. Because not only can I do it for the vehicles that I have fun in, I do it with the vehicles that I drive on a daily basis, and I'm able to help the people that I care about, you know. And I can go anywhere and make some money. It just sucks to go to another state and start over, you know. Now we're going to put this easy start on here. Going to tighten the bottom 2 bolts and there's 1 bolt here on the side. Okay. Start is ready. My magnet was already at the top. Alrighty. I love it when a plan comes together, and this is coming together nicely. Apologize, I could have done it faster. Should have had some of my other tools and things already ready. The mailman came at a bad time, I apologize for that, but hey. I had fun. And I'm going to have more fun when I finish, because I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to take it for a ride. I know I can't full throttle it yet because I still have 2 more heat cycles to go. Really, I'll probably just do all the heat cycles. It didn't run that long for the ignition coil right now. So I'll just start doing my heat cycles all over again just to make sure that the vehicle is right. Ow! That hurt. See that sticking out there? Move that to the side. I'm going to do it twice. Well, let me tell you, I thank our Heavenly Father every day for the knowledge and the skill to be good with my hands. Not everyone's good with their hands. Not everyone is mechanically inclined. But I'm grateful that I am. And if you ever see me walking, it's because I choose to. I like staying in shape, you know. Excuse me, I almost knocked my phone over. I just like to stay in shape. That's why I walk sometimes. It's not because I don't have any wheels or my car is broke down. I got multiple vehicles. I'm gonna keep some vehicles because I don't ever like to need anyone for a ride. I've needed people for a ride before. That's why I don't want to do it again. Go ahead. You think you have friends and family members? Wait till they know you need them. Hey, yours might be better. Yeah, hopefully yours is better than mine. I don't want to need anyone. You know, I just try to make sure I'm not in a position to need anyone. You know. And that's the reason why I love skills. And that's the reason why I tell anybody that has kids, whether it be a male or a female, boy or girl, you have a child, you want to get them in the RCs because they're going to drive it, they're going to break it, and they're going to have to fix it. And that's what's going to get them in. And even if it's not something you do with your for a living, it's something that can help you in life. At least people won't be able to just rip you off. If you don't know anything about your vehicles, they can tell you anything is wrong, right? The only thing you can do is go Google it. Google it. I'm not gonna. I just thank our Heavenly Father for the skill and the knowledge. Because let's face it, I'm not. I haven't had gas RCs and all that stuff. I wouldn't say that I was, professional at these. But what I am is I am mechanically inclined, and what I am is I work on vehicles. I work on full size. I like these because I can do them in my house. Usually when I'm working on a car, I'm always outside. When I come outside to work on these vehicles, it's because I choose to. It's a beautiful day. I want to enjoy this beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy driving my ride, but I get better lighting and I don't have to burn up any electricity, and I can lessen my carbon footprint on this earth. Because I'm about to put some extra carbon footprints on it with my baby. So, let's do this. And we're going to have some fun. I am almost in the home stretch. I'm probably just going to crank it up right here without the wheels on, just so I can hear it crank. And then y'all can see the, what we did here, and see the end result. And if it doesn't crank, then we know that this is a brand new ignition coil. I put a brand new plug in it. I've got a compression tester. I could do the compression test, but I won't be doing. I'll do it, but I think the ignition coil, after we change the ignition coil, should be pretty good. It was running pretty good before it just cut off and then crank back up. It was running really good. So let's hope that can continue. Because let me tell you, I just love the look of this Baja Max 5T. I love the look of it. I love it. It's a good looking vehicle. And in the little bit of time that I did run it, let me tell you, I had a blast. This thing is moving, and I was like, man, it's moving this fast on the engine brake in? And I'm only going 10-30% throttle? Oh, yeah. I want to drive this thing. If I didn't, I could take this thing back and grab 2 Terminators. Grab something else, but I want this one. We'll get that XLT, the 4-wheel drive XLT. But I want this one. I'll still get the XLT. Right it down with the best checks off. First, I have any no ice come. I want oil out of it. So it's in a lot. I'm gonna need it. Just layer one. So one time in the shape. Right. I'm gonna free one. I saw my barrel. I can't see. Alright everybody, as you see the ignition coil, did the job for me. I'm good. Car sounds great. Alright, the idle is good. Close that door for that smoke that's in there. Close it. Close it. I'm going to go ahead on and complete the heat cycle, and then I will get back with y'all. As I get driving it, it gets grab it. All right, baby. Talk to y'all later. SARC out.